up, everyone? It's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Megxie has been blasted over a calculated and very dangerous move against none other than freaking Prince William. I mean, to be fair, if the narcissistic nutbag from hell has any chance, right, of keeping a title, the one person, should I say, that she shouldn't really be pissing off right now is Prince William. But anywho, here we go. Seems that she can't help but miff off Prince William even more. So what the deuce is going on here? Well, this has been reported by The Express, and Megxie has been absolutely savaged by a PR expert after her latest string of announcements appeared to clash with Prince William and what he's been doing, right? And so she made the headlines after news emerged that she made a shocking return to acting at the same time that Prince William was in Brazil for the Earthshot Prize Awards. Ta-da! On that same day, Megxie also announced that products from her lifestyle brand As Ever made their debut in a physical store for the first time. And that came hours before Prince William's powerful speech at this year's Earthshot Prize Awards in Brazil and his attendance at COP30. Now, just as a side note here, Megxie's announcement that her products from her lifestyle brand is now in a physical store for the first time, that announcement isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Why? Because those products are in Godmother's, which is that little bookstore in Montecito that's owned by her friend. So really, in the grand scheme of things, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she spoke to her mate, love bombed her, this, that, and the other, and sweet talked her in somehow making her allow her to put her As Ever trash in her store, in her godmother's bookstore, which, by the way, is a bookstore, right? You go to a bookstore to buy books. You don't go to a bookstore to buy busted up spread and overpriced candles, this, that, and the other. I mean, come on, right? I mean, that's my thoughts on bookstores. What do you guys think? I used to work in a bookstore during my university days, so I know. But anyway, we have, as I go on that rant, Renee Smith, founder of PR agency The Atticism, criticising Megxie's team, saying that the timing of the announcements appear intentional and described the move as both calculated and dangerous. Telling The Express, quote, "I've actually always defended her before. I've never believed she's sitting at home with the royal diary open, plotting counter announcements, but it's happening so often now that it's hard to keep calling it a coincidence. Whether intentional or not, someone on a team seems to be tracking royal moments and slotting her headlines in alongside them. It's starting to look calculated, and that's dangerous. If it's intentional, it's bad play. When your public narrative starts to look like it's competing with someone else's, you lose control of your own brand. Even if it's not deliberate, perception becomes reality. And right now, that perception is that Meghan's always trying to upstage the royals. And that perception is for good reason. It's for good reason. Because they've got a history of it, whether it's intentional or not, right? I can count on freaking two hands and then some. How many times Azza and Megxie have announced something, released something, this, that, and the other, right? And it's serendipitously coincided with a major thing that the royals are doing. Oh, this is intentional, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Hell freaking yeah, all day long, guys. And this is the thing, this PR expert is right. Trying to overshadow the royals in this way is a very calculated but very dangerous move as well. Very, very dangerous move. And the PR expert here says you lose control of your own brand when you do this. This is the thing. She's already lost control of her own brand. She lost control of her own brand before she even started. Why? As I always say, Megxie has a likability, trustability, and relatability problem. If people don't like, trust, and relate to her, then people are never going to like, trust, and relate to whatever she's trying to sell in the first place. And that's on her. And she is the brand, right, of as ever, blah, 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 right? No matter what that brand was going to be called, whether it's going to be called as ever, American Riviera, whatever, Royals Are Us, whatever, right? Whatever this brand was going to be, she already had lost control of it because people do not like, trust, and relate to her. So people are not going to like, trust, and relate to what she's trying to sell to us in the first place. It is as simple as that. Now, moving on from there, the PR expert then turns round and has a little bit of friendly advice for our Megsy, saying if I were advising her team, I'd say, please pull back. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because if she thinks, sorry, itchy nose there, I don't know why. If she thinks that for some reason announcing things, releasing things at the same time as a major event happening with the royal family is going to do her any good, she's absolutely damn out of her freaking mind. Hasn't she learned her lesson a zillion freaking times before with her doing this? She's still not learned a lesson even now? She still thinks it's the best idea in the whole wide world to announce and release things at the same time as something major is happening on Team Royal? I mean, come on. You'd think she'd learn a lesson by now. But no, it's not her fault. It's always someone else's fault, right? I wonder who she's blaming this time for her brand absolutely tanking and it not going according to plan. Before I rant any further, though, on this particular topic, for those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. We're going to get into the next story, Megsy's one problematic trait exposed, which is now causing her issues with Harry. What do you think that trait would be? Those watching live, stay exactly where you are and you'll find out in a moment. But if you haven't done so already, in the meantime, please make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Stef Alter Nerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share. Comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think Megsy and Hazza will stop at some point trying to overshadow the royal family really in this way? I hope they do. I really, really do, because I'm tired of it now. But enough about what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so, so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.